Hello and welcome to another installment of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of September 10th, 2014. So let's get started. First up on my pull list is Archer and Armstrong number 42, or 24. 42. Switch the numbers. I'm really enjoying Archer and Armstrong. The last story arc just finished up, so they're going to start a new one. So the last one was okay, but looking forward to seeing where this goes. I've been really enjoying it. The Delinquents, which is the crossover book with Quantum and Woody, was okay, but really excited to see where Archer and Armstrong go in this next issue. Next up is Armor Hunters Harbinger number 3. Again, I've been really enjoying the Armor Hunter stuff. The main crossover with Exo Man of War, Unity, and the Armor Hunter main series has been really good. The one-shots have been, or the mini-series, I guess you could call them, have been really good too. This one dives into the Harbinger group and also the Renegades that escaped from Project, I can't remember now, but some project thing. So, but if you're not reading Armor Hunters, I highly recommend it. It's been really, really good. Next up, we are still in the September Futures End books. So first up is a Batgirl, Futures End number 1. Get a close up. See if I can. Ooh, does it change? Oh, look, it changes. Hopefully, it looks 3D-ish. Of the Futures End stuff, for the most part, what I've read, I've enjoyed. There was a couple titles that I was like, man, didn't care so much for it, but the Swamp Thing from last week was really good. Green Arrow was really good as well. But overall, I mean, I've been enjoying, for the most part, these little one-shot Futures End stories. So, yeah, but Batgirl, looking forward to seeing where this one goes. Then next up we have Batman Futures End one-shot, so I'll get in close. Oh, look, it's Batman, and then there's an army of Batman. Ooh. Again, Futures End stuff's really good. Looking forward to the Batman one. Then next up we have Batman Eternal 23. Surprisingly enough, I got caught up on Batman Eternal. Really, really good. Read about 8 issues. And just tore through them. They're really, really good. So I'm actually going to backlog a couple of them. So for the next few weeks, I'll say backlogging it. But can't wait to read it at the end of the month and see where Batman Eternal's gotten us to. But I've been really, really enjoying Batman Eternal. Next up, we have Hickman and Dragata's East of West, number 15. In East of West is, again, some issues are really catch me. Some issues are okay, but for the most part, it's a fairly good title, so I'm still picking it up. But East of West number 15. Then next up we have Justice League United Futures End one shot. So let's get in close. Look at that changeover. Ooh, woohoo! Yeah. Justice League United's been okay. I mean, the book's been fairly decent. Lemire's been doing a good job on the series. I'm not too sure right now where I think this book's going to go. The first story was kind of dragged out a little bit. I wish there was a little bit more speed to the pacing of it. But overall, I've enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep checking it out. But picking up the Futures End to see how it is. Then next up we have Greg Rucka's Lazarus number 11. Lazarus has been good. I've been enjoying it. It's a really solid title. It's kind of a futuristic, or not really futuristic, but very classy, class-esque system in the future. There's the family, and then there's the people that help the family, and then there's the waste, which is the general population. So, but Rucka's been doing a really good job with Lazarus. Really enjoy it. So then next up we have the New 52 Futures End. I am caught up with this as well. Been really, really enjoying this one too, especially with these Futures End books that are coming out, one-shot books. It's really interesting to see how everything's coming together. So again, like Batman Eternal, I'll probably backlog this by a couple weeks and then read it in chunks. So, but New 52 Features in, check it out if you haven't, and same thing with Batman Eternal. Next up we have Sheltered, number 11. I've been enjoying Sheltered for the most part. I mean, it's it's kind of creepy. It's a bunch of kids that whose parents are Armageddonists, and so they've built these bunkers and places for them to live after the world goes to shit and stuff like that. But the kids end up killing off the parents, and they're basically trying to live on their own, but things are taking place that's not letting that happen, and the apocalypse hasn't come yet, so they're kind of out of the loop, so to speak. But a lot of good stuff. Really enjoying Sheltered. So I recommend. I think the first 2 trades are out of this. If not 2, then at least 2 should be out. Highly recommend going and picking those up. Sheltered's been really, really good. Then next up we have the new Suicide Squad Futures End one shot. I'll bring it in close. Oh, look, they're in a jail cell. Oh, look, does that look like the Oval Office? Uh-oh. Suicide Squad. I kind of feel sorry for this title because it only had 2 issues, and then it jumps to basically this one-shot Futures End title. So I'm not sure how well this is going to go with the pacing of the book. I know the last Suicide Squad title suffered when they did Villains Month. It felt very jarred. So we'll see how well this one how well this plays out from what I read last month to this month and next month. So, but Suicide Squad, it's Suicide Squad. You should just get it. Then next up we have Superman Unchained number 8. If you forgot about this title, it's perfect, understandable. The last time this shipped, 7 shipped back in July. So it's been a little while since we've actually seen Superman Unchained. I've enjoyed it for the most part. Scott Snyder's work is great. Jim Lee's artwork is amazing. So I'm still plugging away at Superman Unchained. I don't know if this is the last issue. Don't remember. But if it is, cool. If not, I can't wait to see more. Next up we have Ed Brubaker and Steve Epting's Velvet. Velvet's been very, very good. Female spy, kind of Moneypenny-ish, set in 1960s. Very, very great stuff. I highly, highly recommend Velvet. Charlie really digs this book. But if you get like anything Brubaker's done in the past, I highly, highly recommend picking up Velvet. Then next up we have World's Finest, Futures End, number 1. Let's get in close. So you see there's a chick with big hair down there on the bottom and Huntress, and then if we move it slightly, oh, it's Power Girl and Huntress. Oh, Power Girl and Huntress. Yeah. So, World's Finest, still digging it. Still fairly good title. So, keeping with it. But they've actually gone back to Earth 2 in this scenario. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm getting a text message. But yeah, World's Finest. Check it out. So that was it for my pull list. I did actually pick up a graphic novel this week that comes out. Justice League hardcover volume 5, Forever Heroes. This is a really... I've been really, really enjoying this. I've actually backlogged a couple of the Justice League trades. The Grid, Trinity War, Forever Evil came out the other week. And now I got Forever Heroes. So I can kind of read it now in a good order. So Justice League Volume 5 hardcover is out for your enjoyment. It is also the Amazon feature on my blog. So if you are interested in picking this up, go ahead and click on that. If you purchase through that, I get a little bit of a kickback, so thank you for that if you do that. But Justice League Volume 5. So next up is my reading list. It's fairly decent. I didn't get a chance to grab as many as I wanted. but that's okay. So first up on there is Amazing Spider-Man number 6. It's been okay. I mean, again, I wasn't a fan of Superior Spider-Man, so I jumped off. I mean, Peter Parker's back, so I jumped back on. There's still Dan Slott writing, which, you know, for the most part, I enjoy Dan Slott, but he tends to be event after event after event after event after event, and I kind of enjoy kind of the downtime with Peter Parker in the Spider-Man title. So we'll see where this one goes. Next up, we have Constantine Futures End One Shot. If you let's see if we can get it there. So there's Constantine holding up something. What is he holding? Oh, Dr. Fate's helmet. Woohoo! The Constantine book's been fairly okay. I think I missed the last issue. I don't quite remember, but I'm gonna check out the Futures End One Shot and see where it takes me. Then next up, we're in week 2 of Death of Wolverine number 2. I actually really enjoyed the first issue. All 20 pages of it, 27 pages of it was extra bonus content that I didn't really give two shits about. But Death of Wolverine is supposed to be weekly. Well, it's weekly for 2 weeks, and then it takes a break, and it'll be weekly for 2 weeks beginning in October. So technically, it's still weekly, I guess. But I think we only had one copy of it left at the shop. So yeah, we sold out pretty quick, or almost sold out pretty quick. So if you haven't checked it out, number 1 yet, get down to your shop, see if they have a copy still, see if you can get it online. But Death of Wolverine, number 2. Oh, it's Charles Soule, by the way, which I'll probably cry while reading that, knowing that he's no longer going to be doing Swamp Thing as of next year. Yeah. Next up, we have Fantastic Four, number 10. James Robinson's been doing a really great job with Fantastic Four. I've been really enjoying it, so I'm looking forward to issue 10. Then next up we have Green Lantern Corps Futures End One Shot. It's John Stewart there, bam, and then boom, it looks like we go Indigo. So we'll see what goes on with John Stewart and the Green Lantern Corps. Overall, I mean, the Lantern books have not been fantastic. The Green Lantern Futures End story was okay, but we'll see how well this one fares. Next up, we have Inhuman number 5. Inhuman's been okay. It's again Charles Soule. The Joe Mad stuff was whatever. I'm glad he's off the book doing art. They have Stegman doing art now. But interesting to see where this title goes. I've always had a general, curiosity about the Inhumans from what I read from, the space stuff from Dan Abbott and Andy Lanning with Annihilation, Conquest, War of Kings, and all that stuff. Realm of Kings, all that stuff. I've really been curious about the Inhumans, but looking forward to seeing where it goes with Inhuman. Then next up we have Spread number 3, Justin Jordan's new book coming out. Really enjoyed issue 1. Issue 2 was awesome. Looking forward to issue 3. Main character's name is No, so it's pretty funny when you read it. But yeah, Justin Jordan did a great job with Dead Body Road, which was my comic book club pick for July/August. If you didn't get a chance to check out Dead Body Road, I highly recommend going and picking up the trade and reading it. It is really fun. So those were the things that I actually took home. There was a couple of books that we didn't have too many copies of, so if I get to read them, I'll most likely read them next week if we still have anything left. But first up with Coffin Hill number 11. I've enjoyed Coffin Hill. It's been okay. I don't know if we'll keep carrying it in the store. It's pretty much almost gone to subscriber only. I think there was like 1 copy left on the shelf, so we'll see if I continue reading that. The next up is Copperhead number 1 from Image. This is a new book. I was going to check it out. We had a few issues, but wanted to see if people would pick it up first. Then we have Miles Per Hour, Mark Millar, or MPH number 3. Mark Millar's book that it's basically about a guy who gets speed powers and then from pills, and then gives his friend the pills, and then they're speeding around doing stuff. It's okay. but we'll see where it goes with issue 3. Then next up we have New Warriors number 9. It's New Warriors has been canceled. It's a sad day in the shop for Ryan when he heard that news. So it's been whatever. It's not the best. I'll check it out just to kind of finish. I'll probably most likely just finish the run that they've put together. But for the most part, I haven't been too impressed with it. Then next up we have Nightcrawler number 6. Nightcrawler's been fairly interesting. Been enjoying it, so I'm going to keep up with that one. Dark Horse book came out, Prometheus, Fire and Stone, number 104. It's, again, an Aliens book. I loved Prometheus, the movie, so I'm going to go probably check that out, and if I actually enjoy it, I might actually buy it, but we'll see. And then that's pretty much it for the stuff that I wasn't able to take. There was another book that I'm probably not going to read, but I wanted to mention here. It's Annihilator number 1 by Grant Morrison that comes out. I don't remember the company that put it out, but if you like Grant Morrison, it's another Grant Morrison title to check out. It's an independent book, so yeah. But other than that, no, a decent, fair week this week. I definitely saw a little hit when I went to get my total for my books. So, but you know, that's what happens when you have these special, you know, 3D lenticular covers. Some of them are very 3D-ish, some of them aren't, but who knows. So, but thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Remember, you can please share this video if you liked it. Please like this video if you liked it. Remember, any of the links, if you're on my blog, will take you to the Comics Conspiracy digital comic store, where you can purchase the comics digitally, and you can help Comics Conspiracy because we get a cut at the store if you buy digitally. If you click and buy anything on here through Amazon, I get a little cut, which I thank you if you do that. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. You can leave comments down the bottom here. I've been trying to at least reply to those as often as I can. Being a dad with 2 little kids doesn't really allow for much time to get stuff done, but I still try and do it. Other than that, thank you for watching, and again, I will see you next week.